So I've got a Tenma twin 5 amp 30 volt power supply I got from Farnell, or CPC as I actually got it from. It's one of their own brand devices, which has been fairly good, but it's developed an odd fault, and I've already taken the power supply apart to investigate. If I go to change the voltage, it's at 29.6, and when I try and reduce it, it's not behaving properly. There's a lot of noise on the switch, which means the power supply as it stands is unusable. So I'll demonstrate that now by selecting this and then turning the switch. So I'm actually turning down. This is to reduce the voltage. It was completely random earlier, but now it's just not working at all. And there's a rotary pulse switch in there, which you simply can't see. And I'm wondering if it's noise on the output. So the first attempt is going to be to put some capacitors on the output, because it is a switch. And then if that doesn't work, I shall buy some replacements. So I've done exactly that. I've read a few data sheets. I've found out that the center pin is common, and then you have channel A and channel B either side. In the detent position, because it's a rotary encoder switch, the detent position is always off. And on this one, A and B is held at 3.3 volts, so I guess that's going straight to the pin of the microcontroller, which is over here somewhere on the other board. And when I've read data sheets, I won't try and get the camera to focus on that. It says to provide filtering on the output of the switch to ensure reliable operation, and there isn't anything either on this subboard or around on the main processor board that are on these lines that go directly to it. So what I did was got some 0.1 microfarad capacitors, because they're fairly common for filtering. Twisted the legs together to make sort of like a 3-pin bit to bring in, because it's in a confined space. Brought that in, soldered it on, and it has completely solved the problem. So before I put the capacitor fix on, when I was assessing it, it was completely random and unstable. And when I was using it earlier, that caused me to stop using the power supply. It jumped something like 8 volts when it should have jumped just a single volt. Luckily it didn't destroy anything I was working on, but it could easily have destroyed my entire circuit. So to demonstrate, if I turn it on, it is operating reliably without having skips or missing skips or additional switching. So I'm happy I fixed it. What I will do is do the same fix on the second channel and bring my power supply back into service again. So this is the power supply back together, and these little rotary switches are working just perfectly. I mean, ever since I bought the supply when it was new, they would glitch every now and again and do a double increment or miss one out, which on this has got worse and worse recently, until, as I say, it jumped about 8 volts when I was trying to increase it by 1, which could have been disastrous, but luckily it wasn't. And now it's perfect. In fact, it's better than it was actually fresh out the packet.